still hadn't gotten the door closed even that second time. I think he was in too much of a rush to get away. I used one hand to hold my neck. It was holding it to stop the blood flow, but also squeezing the hole open so I could continue to breathe. I crawled, it was about 12 feet on my hands and knees. I was still at the very back of the store, but I'd positioned myself to where if someone walked in, they would immediately see me. You could see my bloody knee prints and handprints from where I'd crawled across the floor. You could see the trail of blood the entire way that I had crossed. My thoughts are still, I'm not gonna make it. And then I just had a change and said, I'm gonna make it through this. He's not gonna get the best of me. I'm too strong, I've got too much to live for. I'm too young. This isn't gonna be my end. The door had been propped open, the sun was shining in. Suddenly a shadow had eclipsed the door. My heart sank. I thought instantly, this is the end. He's really gonna get me this time. I couldn't see the figure in front of me because the sun was at their back, but I heard him ask if I was okay. So I knew it wasn't my attacker, and it was a huge feeling of relief as soon as I knew it wasn't my attacker. He then asked me if he needed to call 911. All I could do was move my hand away from my neck and let him see what had happened. He backed out of the store very quickly, very scared as he should have been, and he immediately got on the phone and called 911. I was relieved because I knew help was on the way. It's not in my hands anymore to survive. It's someone else gets to take care of me now. Generally, the average human has between 10 and 12 pints, and when you lose half of that, that's when you die. When they found me with 3.5 pints of blood, I was still conscious. I was still trying to communicate. I knew everything that was going on, and they couldn't believe that I was even alive, let alone awake. He had cut through my trachea in 2 different places. One of them was 3/4 of the way through, one of them was all the way through. He had severed my left vocal cord, damaged my right vocal cord. He had cut my left jugular vein completely in half. The doctors told me that I'd probably never be able to live on my own. I'd be in the hospital minimum 3 months. I'd never be able to talk again. I'd have massive brain damage from loss of blood and oxygen. Basically, they said I'd be an invalid for the rest of my life. He still had the knife that he had used to attack me, still had on the same clothes, everything. He was a crack addict, had been for most of his life. He also had a very extensive criminal history that went back to the year that I was born. After it happened, I had a doctor who had offered me free plastic surgery to cover up the scar. I opted out. To me, my scars are a testament to what I've been through, what I can survive, and what I can inspire other people to make it through. I survived because of my instincts taking over, because of my determination to continue on with my life. I was only 18 at the time. I had much more to live for, and because of that one customer who had walked in and found me.